A trumpet is a lead instrument. You're the leader. So it's very important for you to be able to make a real statement. And he makes a different statement than I do. I make a different statement than he does. He makes a different statement than he does. But we all make our statement. And I go for beauty when I play. You know, when I was younger, I played high notes, like you were saying, I had the small mouth, got the squeaky high double C and all of that kind of stuff. But it wasn't pretty. But now I try to play those ballads so beautiful to make people cry. I try to play the words coming out of the instrument. And I want the words of that song to come out of the end of my horn. It's my trumpet and flugelhorn. So I look for beauty also.
So it has to be leading the sound of the trumpet, but beautiful at the same time.
Of course.
In harmony with others.
Of course. And you have to have a pure soul. I mean, you can't be like, we were all young one time doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But as you grow older and you learn something, your spirit becomes more pure and beautiful. So that makes the beauty come out of the trumpet. That's what I think anyway.
Thank you.
What was the question again?
Could you find some adjectives that can describe the sound of trumpet, or what is the trumpet for you? Because you all were talking about this musical instrument with a great love.
Yes.
And that what makes you famous, that what helped you to come to Ascona this year, perhaps. So what is the trumpet for you, and what can describe this musical instrument to your mind?
My girlfriend. I kiss her every day. That thing changed my life. That's my word for it. Like, I spend more time with my trumpet than I spend with anything else. Even my sons, I spend more time with my trumpet than I do with my sons. So yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Something I think I find particular about the trumpet, but maybe it's not particular, maybe it's about on music in general, but I tend to hear it more with trumpet players. It's you can see you can hear cats' personality.
Yeah.
And from that instrument. It's like a window into their emotions. You can tell if the cat is humble, if he's one of these cats, if he's got like a jazz cat, if he's swinging, it's like you can tell cats' personality. I think you can see it. You can hear their arrogance or lack of, their confidence or lack of, their humility or lack of, in the horn. It comes out, the knowledge too.
That was a good question. That was a very good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, another question to
Kevin Lewis, one of your singers and one of your videos which concerns your biography. It is entitled as The Music is My Religion, but you told that your mother was Christian. And so what was the reason of such a statement, and what is the music for all of you, for all of
Yeah, I think you would cigarette.
You nailed that one. I can't even lie. Damn, you went right to the core. Yeah, that's why I did that. To be honest, that music is my religion. I come from a real religious family. They Christian, like as anybody can be. Some of them, anyway. And my mom really wanted me to be like a music minister. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to do a gospel record. I had to be honest with the life that I live and just the passions that I have with the people I've been exposed to in the different cultures. I don't really rock with the Christianity ideology. You know what I'm saying? The lifestyle, I know I'm not living it, not even close. And my mom always wanted this, and I'm still a mama's boy, and I wanted to please my moms. And so that was like the closest I could do to a gospel record, and not being a Christian. That was kind of like me coming out the closet saying, hey, Mom, I don't really believe in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I respect the culture. You raised me in it. I love you for it. But no, man, that's, to be honest, that's almost like a slave master's religion to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it is. That's how it was given to us. So I don't subscribe to that But music, on the other hand, music is what opened me up and exposed me to all these different cultures and these different people. It's what still keeps me humble. It's what still feeds me. It's when I can't express myself no other way I can do that. You know, it's like I can at least get it out out of me when I need to get it out. Sometimes when I need some answers, I get it through the music. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've had times when I'm, it might have something to do with the liquor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to the train, and in a moment of my euphoria, and it feel like it got words that's answering like deep problems that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But that's a combination of a number of things going along.
He gave me a copy of this record, and it's still in my CD player. You know, I got a 6 CD player, but that's one of the records in my car CD player. Kevin Lewis, Religion. You know, my music is my religion, and he played some beautiful trumpet on there, but like he's living his way. I mean, he did Blessed Assurance and all these kind of beautiful things on him. I'm like, boy, you're just feeling something that's real, you know? And I've known him ever since he was a kid, but he's touched me with that record. So thank you, brother.
My man.
Yeah.
My man.
Perhaps you have some other quotes or citations that can express your life principles and that can express your approach to the music.
Okay. One of my favorite sayings of all times, and this is really a lot to do with music. When a student is ready, a teacher will appear.
My mom would say that all the time. She said it
When the
about
student's
you.
ready, a teacher will appear.
Now, when I'm at your house, when we get back, I don't want to hear that.
But it's like, because this desire is going to make the teacher appear. Because if you want to really know it, somebody's going to appear to you. And 17 people may appear to you, but you're going to get a little something from each one of these people now.
Yeah, a teacher might just be that experience.
Exactly
When you're ready
right.
for it, you're going to experience something.
So anyway, that's
What about for you guys?
I'll go. I have a quote from Shamar that is probably one of the reasons I'm still playing music. It was at a Labor Day parade, the Black Men in Labor Parade. It's like huge, one of the biggest parades in New Orleans. And I was probably 10 or 11 years old. And I didn't even know Shamar at the time. But, you know, musicians, they get drunk and they get kind of crazy. And this one guy was telling me, he was yelling at me and whatever, kind of making me feel discouraged. And then Shamar came up to me. I never met him, didn't know him. He said, "Hey man, don't let anyone ever discourage you. Just keep doing your thing, keep learning the music, you'll be all right." And ever since then, we've been like this. And I don't want to get emotional.
Let's go.
all right. That's okay.
Yeah, give you guys a
But it's
But,
back to
yeah.
he was ready.
Bro, man.
This was his teacher
what's
to
up.
appear. He was ready. He was a student, and he was this. You know.
That's my little brother right here.
There you go.
I know y'all
It's
see
all
the
about-
resemblance.
But yeah, I mean, just that
Yeah.
is, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Don't cry.
That's very important because such words that they will help to young generation.
Always.
Because you will be like you are like examples for young generation how to become successful or how to become professional in some spheres.
Yeah.
Because when we listen to the music and when we hear the improvisation of great musicians, we know and we see that they have the freedom of self-expression. But in any art, before the self-expression, before this freedom, you need to work a lot. And what do you think? What gave you this freedom of self-expression?
Okay. That's a very, very good question.
Like, I mean, it's kind of like what Kevin said. It's like you can tell a person's personality by what they play. And the trumpet is an extension of your voice. You know, like, so it's basically you expressing who you are as a person through your instrument. You know, you talk different from me. She talks different from you. You talk different. Like we all are different, but we still get our points across. And you may get your point across a way that she doesn't like, or she may get her point across a way that he doesn't like. It doesn't matter as long as you get your point across. I may not like it. I may have an opinion about it, but it's still her voice or his voice. And that's how I look at the trumpet. And I always like, for me, I say music is my political party, and the trumpet is my weapon. You know, that's my thing. So everything I do it through music. Anytime I have to say something or want to say something or express something, I do it through my music. And anytime I want to relieve some stress from something that's bothered me, I do it through music. And anytime I'm happy, I express it through music. So the trumpet for me is like, it's an extension of my voice, my personality, and you can hear people and tell who it is without even looking at them. You can tell who it is that's playing without even, you don't have to see it, you can just hear it. All right, that's Mr. Gruner. All right, who is that? That's Kevin. Who is that? All right, oh, that's John Michael. You can hear it. You know, it's a voice. That's all it is a voice. You can hear Louis Armstrong a mile away and know, all right, this is Louis Armstrong. I mean, his voice on the trumpet is so unique to where it's just like his actual voice. Like, as unique as his voice is, when you hear him sing, you know that's him. When you hear him play, you know that's him. Not many trumpet players are that distinctive to where an average person knows who it is when you hear. But if you hear Louis Armstrong, you know that that's him. That's how we are with each other. We can hear each other and know that. So it's just basically an extension of your voice.
You know, there's a passion that comes along, especially with the trumpet. I mean, you can see how he got emotional with this thing. I mean, we have a burning desire to do what we're going to do. I used to go to sleep, listen to Clifford Brown with strings, and it was on a 33 record, right? And I'd fall asleep on the sofa, man. Clifford Brown would be just playing so beautifully. And my mother would come in and she'd say, there's a man blowing his head off in here and you're sleeping. She could not know what was inside of me. She's from a wonderful musical family, but she couldn't know what was inside of me. And boy, you know, I would almost want to cry because she couldn't, how could she know what I wanted there? You know? Yeah, we had 8 children in our family. They couldn't take time out for me. They were like, everybody needs, you know, 1/8 of my time. So that was the maximum you could even get. But man, when I think of like the first record I ever bought, I walked from our house to the Circle Food Store, old St. Bernard Market at Claiborne and St. Bernard, which was about 1.5 miles. I was about 11. And there was a cutoff record, the end of it was cut off like this, and it was a record of Lee Morgan. And I put that on, Lee Morgan played this song all the way. Boy, I could go into, I could cry right now thinking about that, just listening to them. It's like, man, that's what I want to play like, man, you know. And I couldn't do it at that time, but I wanted that so badly. I got that now. Guess what, man? Thank goodness, whatever's up there or out there, whatever it is, thank you, because I can do that now. Whew. Yeah.